Welcome back. It is yours truly, Nick, of Movie AV Impulse, and today I am going to do my top 5 action movies that I would love to see get a 4K restoration. All of these have Blu-ray releases. Only one of them I don't have the Blu-ray release on because I'm kind of holding out for that 4K. And let me make a disclaimer real quick because a lot of people are so quick to say this and that and region and this and that. Listen, I don't always go to other countries to look for 4Ks. Sometimes it is not worth it, sometimes it is worth it, but these are movies that I want to see get an American release on 4K, and for these studios to actually put the effort into actually making a good 4K transfer. Now, when it comes to these 5 movies that I'm going to show you, not only do I think they would benefit from the 4K format with a much better picture, much better presentation, the surround sound for Dolby Atmos would definitely have to be in order for these 4K movies if they were to come out. I'm not going to hold my breath. So, I want to just give a special shout out real quick to the Action Guys movie podcast with Alex and Nate, and a special thank you to my buddy Scott for putting me on to them. If you don't know who they are, I listen to them on Spotify, and they actually gave me the inspiration to be like, wow, they just did a review, and the movie that I picked out happened to be number 2 that I want to see get a 4K release. And I'm not going to tell you what that is yet because I'm not spoiling number 2, correct? But if you don't know who they are, they also have their own YouTube channel, and I will leave links in the description down below. But I listen to them on Spotify because when I'm working, I like to listen to podcasts. I sometimes will listen to music, but I mainly use Spotify for podcasts. So I will leave a link to their podcast on Spotify. But I really encourage you, if you love action movies, this podcast is absolutely awesome. Nate and Alex, they do a great job. Anyways, let's get into it because when it comes to action movies, I can keep going on and on and on. Coming in at number 5. Now, this movie gets a lot of hate, especially, you know me, I'm a Michael Bay fan all the way. And for some reason, I loved this movie and the concept of it because for some strange reason, I can really see celebrities doing this. But that number 5 is going to be The Island. I absolutely love this movie. It is killer, and I don't know why people give it so much hate. But when it comes to what I feel like celebrities would really do, having a duplicate of themselves in this company that is running them, they basically like make these people eat healthy and like live a certain lifestyle so that they stay physically fit and healthy. It is absolutely crazy. Now I know that they do have a Blu-ray release, but I want to see this get a 4K restoration with surround sound because there are so many scenes where, I mean, it's a Michael Bay movie. What else can you say? There's explosions everywhere. There's, debris flying everywhere. And this is the only one on this list that I still have on DVD because I am really holding out for that 4K. Michael Bay, please make it happen. You did all the Transformers. Like, come on. Like, we need this. You did Ambulance. Ambulance is great on 4K. Not a lot of people like the movie, but it's a great 4K release. It looks great. The Dolby Atmos is wicked awesome. I even named it in my top 5 one time for Dolby Atmos movies. You need The Island to come out. Full restoration. Get it done, Michael Bay. I don't know what the hell you're waiting for. Coming in at number 4. Now, I like this movie. My wife loves this movie. And it's Michael B. Jordan. My wife loves Michael B. Jordan. So when we watched this movie for the first time, I loved the concept. It was super cool. And I liked the whole, going from being bullied to bullying people and you'll see what I mean. And this is going to be Chronicle. I would love to see this get a 4K release, full restoration. I know it would be kind of hard because it does have that camcorder kind of found footage type of vibe to it. But as far as Dolby Atmos would go, it would be insane because there's so many scenes where they're flying through the air. And I know some of the CGI is a little iffy, but man, I am telling you, this would look absolutely amazing. And if they did Dolby Atmos, it would just be mind blowing. There are so many scenes where they're up in the air and all that, and I absolutely love it. Now, coming in at number three, this one be a little bit on the weird side for most people because a lot of people like really never seen this movie, but it stars Paul Walker. I absolutely love this one by him. This is one of my top Paul Walker movies of all time. I know he's got a lot of them. He's got a lot of great ones, but this one just left me on the edge of my seat. And then there's one scene that, oh my God, I can't even begin to go into it. But if you've seen the movie, you know what scene I'm talking about. It involves kids and the disgusting thing that some people would do. But anyways, Running Scared definitely needs a 4K release with a full restoration. Dolby Atmos on this one, little. I mean, this one could get away with just the DTS HD mix. So definitely, I think Running Scared, this should get a full-blown 4K release. Get it done. Okay, coming in at number two, and this is the one that inspired me when I was listening to Action Movie Guys podcast, is the Raid and the Raid 2. I mean, I know I like the first one. I love the first one. One of the best side-scrolling fighting scenes in any movie, like hands down. I love when he's running down the hall and it is just insane. And if you've never seen this, I mean, this Blu-ray was I don't know, at Best Buy for like $10 or $11. This movie in Dolby Atmos would be incredible, especially with all the gunshots, things flying around, the objects being thrown. I mean, everything. And a 4K restoration will also be absolutely amazing on both of them. Just make it a double pack like this one is and have it so that, I would easily pay 30 bucks, 30 $35, even if you gave it a special steel book, because this is just such an amazing action movie. I don't know why this does not have a 4K release yet. If it does in a different region and I don't know about it, like I said, I don't always go over to Germany or UK or any of that to look for 4K. Sometimes they can get a little pricey, but I want to see this get a US release. Part two still holds up to me. It still is action packed. And if you haven't listened to that podcast, I'll link it down below. They did an awesome review on this, on both movies, but the Raid they did a long time ago, and then the Raid 2 they did recently. So definitely go check out the podcast, go listen to it, or watch it on YouTube. You got to do it. Before I get to my number one, let me do one honorable mention. I know his name gets a lot of slack. I don't care. As far as acting goes, I will never take away his credibility from acting and all the amazing movies that he has made, and I will stand on that. But iRobot definitely deserves a 4K release. The CGI is absolutely amazing. I love the futuristic look of it. I also love the Converses that Will Smith is wearing. I actually have the exact pair, and I just absolutely want to see this movie get a Dolby Atmos mix, and I want to see a full restoration. While this Blu-ray looks good, this is like one of the original ones from like '08 or '09, something like that. I can't even remember. This is like, I bought this way back in the day, so it's old. It's up there, and it definitely needs a 4K release, fully done, because if anything, besides Equilibrium, I think this is where the future might be headed. If we keep going towards this AI movement, this is where the future is going to end up. In my number one, this was the second video I ever released on my channel, or third maybe, but I did a rant on it a long time ago when I first started ranting about what movies I felt like deserved a 4K restoration. In this one, I'm still going to stand by it. Please don't go watch that video. It is so bad. I did not know what I was doing. I was so stiff. I want to delete them. I want to delete like my first 10 videos off of my channel, but I don't because nobody really goes back and watches them. So, not really worried about it. But I know a lot more people prefer hard boiled over this one, but the killer, this needs a 4K release bad. And I know what you're going to say. Oh, there's a website that has it. Well, that website is bootleg. It's not real. And this would deserve the proper treatment. That other website, I know which one you're talking about. So don't even bother putting it in my comments. I will not buy off of them. I do not like the website. I won't even entertain the idea. Don't go looking for this on 4K. It is not a real one. Bootleg, watered down version of what that guy thinks it should look like on 4K. It is not a true restoration. This movie deserves, and hard boiled. You know what? If they sold it in the double packs, I love both the movies. I just prefer this one more. I know a lot more people love hard boiled, but that's just my opinion. Everybody has their own opinion on it. But if they even did it as a double pack, like they did release a double pack of this on Blu-ray a long time ago at Walmart, but I'm really holding out for them to do a 4K restoration on this movie, and I want full Dolby Atmos because it just definitely deserves it. So, if you are listening, please, I don't care who redoes it, but this needs a proper 100% front to back restoration. Get that movement going a lot better. Anyways, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to check out the channels that I always mention in my descriptions. Hit that subscribe, hit that like button. And if you like what you see, hit the bell notifications. Every Sunday, every Wednesday, I drop in new videos. So come along with me. Anyways, new segment coming soon. Don't miss out on it. I will see you on Sunday.
Thank you. You love me. You really love me. You're not going anywhere.